I'm so excited I finally shared our pregnancy news with you guys. I'm actually quite far along at this point. So I've always known that I wanted like a big family. Ideally, I want like 3 kids. So Kellen and I have obviously had this conversation. However, we did not plan on trying so soon. So it happened a lot quicker than we had planned because I wanted Kira and the baby to be like a little over 2 years apart, but they're a little under 2 years apart. But nevertheless, everything happens for a reason. Ultimately, so grateful that I was able to get pregnant so easily this time around, because before Kira I did have a miscarriage. So I feel like that journey in itself was a very like emotional, and it was very long. So I'm super grateful. And a big point of difference this pregnancy than my last pregnancy, I did prenatal Pilates throughout my pregnancy, but it was very like low impact. Like I never felt like super out of breath, because you're supposed to be able to basically keep up a conversation while exercising. With this pregnancy, it's different because I got a trainer and we're doing more of like squats, lunges, weights, full body. So in that sense, I feel stronger. I can tell that I'm getting stronger, and like my energy has been sustaining, and it's so much better. And then I also just added in this app called Sculpt Society, and that's like a mix of like cardio, Pilates, like stretching, mobility. And I've been walking a lot too. So I feel like staying on top of my exercise and schedule in these workouts so it's habitual. And I do feel like it's helped a lot. And like even on the days where I'm like, oh my God, like literally the last thing I want to do is work out, I just think about like basically I see my pregnancy as prepping my body for delivery and postpartum. I had a pretty tough postpartum with Kira. I feel like I was hit by a freaking bus because I was like, what the F is postpartum blues? I didn't know that was even a thing. But this time going into it, I feel far more prepared. I just feel like I will have a better postpartum, and that is a narrative that I'm telling myself. I got a lot of requests for like newborn essentials and baby essentials, which I will do. I have to get my list together because I need to jog my memory. I definitely feel like keeping up with physical exercise, and I know that gets really hard towards the final stretch because you're so heavy. And like the baby is so heavy, it just sits, it feels like it's sitting on your V, just right on there. But throughout all that, I do really try and make an effort. Again, everyone's different, but I really try to make an effort to stay on top of my physical exercise. And towards the final stretch where things got really hard, I did still stretch every single night just to make sure everything was nice and loose and prepared down here. And then I kept up my steps because like walking is so important, and it's such an easy exercise to do. You can go hiking or just go walking around your block. And then mentally, I did a lot of meditations and visualizations. I use this app called Expectful. There's even visualizations of like when your contractions come. It makes it easier if you tell yourself, okay, each contraction means I'm getting closer to meeting my baby. I really feel like delivering your baby and doing all that is honestly just a mental game, because the process is so long. You know, some people are in labor for like 12 to 36 hours. It's quite a long time. So I feel like keeping my mental strong, positive affirmations, like my body is safe, my body is healthy, my body is strong, my body was meant to do this, and my body knows exactly how to deliver this baby. It feels much easier in a way just because I have been through it once. So I know what to expect to some degree. You've done it once, and I feel like your body knows. You're kind of a bit more mentally prepared. So the second time around feels much easier because everything is not such a shock. I'm not constantly like, can I do this? Can I do that? Because I feel like with the first pregnancy, I was very like a little bit frantic, like everything. I was like, can I eat this? Can I do that? Can I do that? I was very like kind of on edge sometimes because I was like I wanted to be so careful that like nothing went wrong during the pregnancy, and I was able to like carry it a full term. But on the flip side, I think sometimes you also get really tired because now you're chasing around a toddler, whereas your first pregnancy, like I was just like at 3 p.m. I was like, I'm tired, like I'm gonna lay down. Your time is not all yours, and you have different priorities, and you're also like chasing down a toddler. And as I'm getting bigger, Kira's also getting bigger. Because I have a toddler that I'm chasing around, time is just going by. Like yesterday I had my 32-week appointment. I didn't even know it was 32 weeks. It says, do you know the gender? We've been waiting for a gender reveal. Okay, stay tuned because I'm gonna share the gender later in the video. have our little oven on, and for breakfast, what I've been loving to eat, let me rephrase that, not loving because I don't particularly love eggs, but eggs are just a superfood in general. They're really good for you when you're pregnant. And let me tell you, like, I really had the egg ick, but I had to get over it. And my kind of like loophole was I figured out I like hard-boiled eggs, but I don't like fried or scrambled eggs, so that's how I've been eating these eggs. So I usually eat 2 a day, even though you saw 4 go in. Sometimes I like to make it the day before so I don't have to boil it all over again. And then in the oven, I'm gonna pop in my sweet potato. And usually my breakfast would be 2 eggs, sweet potato, and like half an avocado. And then it's really easy for sweet potatoes. Like I literally, it's one of my favorite foods. I feel like I always have it, even if like I'm headed out the door, I haven't had time to eat, I'll just literally throw a sweet potato in my bag. And you just basically do it at 375 in the oven for 15 minutes and they come out just perfect. But the ones that I get are the Japanese sweet potatoes, or the purple sweet potatoes are also really good too. But it depends on when you get it though, because some are really like cute and small, so I feel like they caramelize really well, whereas some other ones are like massive, like a yam. So those you obviously cook a little bit longer. In the morning I laid out my workout clothes. Wow, my bump is so big. Sometimes I forget how big I am because I'm always in like sweaters. I don't really wear that many things that are so skin tight. But I like to get my breakfast started and then I'm gonna go work out, just so right when I'm done I can eat. And then today I have a dental cleaning appointment, and the cleaning appointment happens to be right next to the showroom called Babylist, which is like an online registry site that I used with Kira, but they have an LA showroom now where you can kind of go and browse the items. I feel like I need a memory refresh because I'm like, I forgot, kind of. Hi friends, welcome to my vlog. To 50. So easy.
2 or 3 pound hand weights and our TSS ankle weights. 2 more, you got it. So good. Reach up and over, stretching out that side oblique. Woo!
I just got done with my teeth cleaning. I did not vlog it because I think it's so weird. And they're just using that little but these are one of those things where you just have to schedule it and then make sure you're consistently going to it. I feel like with dentist and doctor appointments, it's just like I don't even think about it. I'm like, I'm gonna schedule it and just go to it and stay on top of it, because one of those things that if you do not later, I feel like it just like bites you in the ass. I do a dental cleaning every 6 months and I love my dentist. Like they just have like a TV on, they have a really nice view. It's in Beverly Hills, so I just came to go to Babylist after right now. I'm contemplating if I should get lunch here because there's a lot of good food here. One thing that we did at the top of this year, which was actually a resolution of mine, was to stop spending money so mindlessly. Like we were ordering our groceries, our Instacart, we're ordering sometimes breakfast, lunch, dinner on like Postmates and Uber Eats, and it was getting really expensive. But I think when you're in the habit of doing it, you don't realize how much you're spending, and these apps just make it so easy. I've just gotten a lot more mindful with my spending. Maybe it's because I'm about to be a new mom and there's gonna be another child. So on my Instagram stories, I asked you guys, I was like, do you guys have any pregnancy questions? And you guys had really good pregnancy questions. One question I was asked was like, what are items that you would reuse again? Of course, like some came to mind, like I would reuse my Spectra breast pump. Like I really like that. Like, I haven't been in the newborn bubble and that newborn world, so it's gonna be really helpful just to go to Babylist to kind of like just refresh my memory. This is the brand that we're looking at for the bassinet. So it's nice because you can come and like see it in person. I don't think this is the exact model, but it's nice to be able to come in and see things in person, especially if it's your first pregnancy. With my first pregnancy, I had zero idea what anything was. So we have the Bieba food cooker or food maker, and we love that. We used it when Kira first started solids, but even now when she's like deep into eating solids, we use it all the time. We have this drying rack, and what's nice here is like you can scan the QR code. I don't know where that takes you, but we did also get one of these little packs too, just to try out which bottle Kira liked. So this was the stroller that we were most likely going to get. I was contemplating between this and the stacked one. You know, but they really got me because Kira and the baby will be sitting side by side, and Kira can say hi to the baby. And this is actually not as wide as I thought. It fits through a standard doorway. This is the Bugaboo Donkey 5. I'm having a very LA day. I ordered food at Earth. Their caravan kale salad is so yummy. I get that one a lot with chicken curry. And then their matcha boba. I had matcha the other day and I literally couldn't sleep. But I think it's worth it. I'm like, let's do it. Yum. Are you ready? 3, 1, 2. I'm so excited!
Yeah. This is amazing.
Oh, you're good. You'll be a big sister, sweetie.
Yep. You have a little brother. A little baby
You're
breeze.
Okay, so I had a feeling that I was going to be a boy, and honestly, I just wanted a girl, at least one girl. So now that we have Kira, I was gonna be happy with whichever gender we had, but I'm so excited. It feels so much more real now once you find out the gender. Kira right now has a weird kind of like fear / fascination of balloons. So it was so funny because when we opened the box and the balloons came out, she was like no. And now it's just, everything feels so real as the information is sinking in. So my brother and I, we're all nearly the same age gap as Kira and her baby brother will be. And I like the dynamic. I always liked being the older child. Even though there's more of a sense of a responsibility, I liked being the female and being the first child. I feel like it really kind of harnessed a sense of independence and responsibility in me that I actually liked. So it'd be really fun to kind of like see their dynamic too, even though I'm jumping so far ahead. But yeah, I'm excited to have one of each. Kellen initially, the first time, thought it was going to be a boy and he wanted a boy. So this I feel like is more for Kellen too, because I want him to have the experience of being like, I think it's fun for a dad to have a son and the mom to have a daughter. Obviously everyone has different preferences, but that was like ours. So just got done with Kira's bath, and then I just checked a few emails to close out the day. It is 8 p.m. right now, and can I show you guys what the house looks like at the end of the day? So my mom basically told me pretty early on, because I used to clean up after Kira. I used to like follow her around, just try to clean up because I didn't want the house to look so messy. My mom was like, just clean up at the end of the day or else you're gonna be cleaning all day long, just tracking her. Let me show you the house. Kira's really strong. She likes moving these chairs around, and then just all her stuff is everywhere. We are doing construction inside and outside the house, so we have all these on the floor right now. Once one person puts something on here, I feel like it just literally turns into a massive pile. My PR packages have just been sitting here, which I need to do. With Kira's pregnancy, I was craving like a lot of burgers, but with this pregnancy, it's really odd. I really don't have that many cravings, and I feel like my appetite is not as ravenous, but what I do crave a lot are just like cold things. So My Vice, I love their Neapolitan shake. It's so good. I only get it once in a while because it's probably so bad for you. I love drinking like just ice cold coconut water. And even when I eat cereal and stuff, I'll put ice cubes in my milk. I just want things that are so cold. I've been loving pineapple. It's like tarty, it's so good. It's like sour candy, but better for you. I got double protein style with fries. This is why Korea is living in the future. This is a cleansing balm that I got, and you twist it up like this and the product comes out, which I think is so clever. This brand is called MDP. I've just started trying it. A neck cream. I do have like lines on my neck, especially when I'm pregnant because I gain weight, so I feel like it pushes my chin down, so I get these like lines. So I am actually very curious to try this.